About 6 months ago, I decided that I needed to make a change in my life. That I needed to be more spontaneous, more adventurous, and explore more outside of my comfort zone. I've always been a somewhat adventurous person, camping, hiking, and traveling around to see new places and new things, but I needed more. I needed to start doing things that really tested me and who I was as a person. So I reached out to some friends of mine who had shown some interest in backpacking before, and we decided that the only thing holding us back was ourselves. We decided to set a date, hold each other responsible for getting ourselves ready, and planning what would become one of the most amazing trips that I have taken in my life. This is Backpacking for Our Lives. Alright, I'm on the way to Brandon's house. We're going to hop in his truck, and then we're going to go pick up Scott, and then head to the mountains. So, super excited for this. I think we're going to have a freaking awesome time. I'm stoked, and I'm really glad that I'm going to bring this camera along and you can see how it goes. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, half of us are here on the way to pick up the third amigo.
What's up?
We're going to hit the road. We'll be up there around 10 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there, 10 o'clock. So probably won't film any more tonight, but I will see you guys in the morning.
Put your crinkle in.
Alright, first night down. Pretty good night's sleep, pretty interesting night's sleep.
Yep.
See, I'm in this middle tent, and that's first place Saw Championship, and that's second place Saw Championship. Sawing chainsaws all night. That was a pretty good night. Had a fire somewhere in there. A little cold, a little chilly. We got some friends over there, somewhere over there, so gonna get up, pack all this stuff up, and then head up the mountain.
Man. Shit.
Okay, well, the sleep bag liner does not go back in this. What? No.
Before I went to the islands, I cut, my beard was down to here.
Damn.
I cut like that much off. I just took the clippers, I said, and shaped it up, you know. I looked down on the floor, I was like, fuck.
Just started the trail, already dying. Pretty steep, all trails lied to us. We got like 0.4 miles up the trail, and it's just straight up. But it's really pretty. So it's gonna be a slow climb up, but we'll make it. How you doing back there, buddy?
We're here, buddy. How you doing?
In the islands.
Is it really?
Yeah. At St. John?
Well, minus, well, add about 50 more degrees onto the temperature.
How y'all feel?
I feel
Feeling
something.
Made it to our first waterfall. Really pretty. Also, all trails are on my hit list. This is not an easy trail, but feeling good. Gonna get some water here. Refill our bottles. Look what we got. Look at this view.
Going down the thing.
So this has turned into a slow, resenting crawl up this mountain. Definitely hard. Definitely harder than whatever All Trail said, medium. Or we're just out of shape. Who knows? But we're still fighting our way up.
We've been on the trail for 37 days. Send water.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna fight through it. We're gonna make it. So we'll see I think we're getting close. We're starting to see daylight through the trees. That's always a good sign. We're finally getting close. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Spirits are high. We passed some people that were working on the trail and they let us know that we were getting close and that we had to make a left turn. So glad they were there, or we probably would be walking the wrong way right now. To the top. And it's so worth it.
Oh yeah.
Now we gotta find this campsite that's supposedly up here and set up. I see the trail goes this way, so we'll check it out this way, I reckon. See if it took, make sure it did. Well worth it.
Oh yeah, this is fucking.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking that I'd never make it up this mountainside.
I'm guessing on the water. Oh no, silicate.
Oh yeah, you gotta get that out, silly.
Hey, tell me you're fat. Well, tell me you're fat.
He's got gummy bears.
Oh, you got gummy bears? We can do the picture. Have you seen those?
Uh-uh.
We reached the summit after a relenting climb both physically and mentally for all of us. Physically, this has been the hardest I've pushed my body in a very long time. My body aches even days later, fatigue from pushing ourselves towards the peak, both literally and figuratively. Mentally, this was also one of the harder things for me, not only because I needed the willpower to push through pain and setbacks, but also because once we made it here to this rock, I felt a wave of emotions that's hard for me to explain. Happiness, fulfillment, a sense of freedom and contemplation, all on my mind. We each spent a few hours sitting here on this overlook, just staring into the vast landscape of mountains as far as we could see. And in that moment, it seemed like all of our problems were escaping us. You see the vastness of this place we call home and can't help but feel small, and wonder why we spend so much time worrying about the things we have no control over. This trip for us was much more than a backpacking trip. It was a reminder of what really matters. Out here, stripped of all the noise and distractions, it's just you, your thoughts, and the people beside you pushing you through the same climb. Every step, every ache, every breath, it all meant something. This trip reminded me that growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the moments you want to quit, but don't. It happens when you keep moving, one step at a time, even when the summit feels out of reach. Camp was awesome last night. It wasn't too cold even though we were at the summit. I didn't film a whole lot because a family came up a couple hours after us, and we obviously weren't going to tell them, no, you can't camp here, so we let them camp there, and I didn't film just to, respect their privacy and everything. But camp was awesome. The views are immaculate, and we're running out of water, so we're going to try to make it back down to the waterfall camp. It'll take us about 2.5 hours to get down there, and then we're gonna camp there tonight, and then we'll be out of here the next day. So hopefully we can make it down. It's not supposed to rain at all until Sunday on our way out, so I'm hoping we can skip that because I hate packing in the rain, but we shall see. So far going down is a lot easier than going up. At least I think. What you think, Brandon?
Hey, man.
So we're actually almost at the waterfall camp. So starting to feel the coolness.
Mountain house we got left.
That's where we're going down there. You can kind of see it.
That's a pretty ass picture. Did you get that?
I'm filming it.
Okay.
I may take a picture of it too. All the way down there. I don't know if y'all can see there's a bridge down there. And that bridge, there's a camp right on the other side of it. So we're almost there. We're gonna make it.
That's why I fucks with you, Scott. I'm definitely taking this off of here though and rolling it up. 'Cause I don't like
Yeah, I wouldn't leave it on
that's
that.
too big.
Yeah, way too big. Just do what I did with the one that I found
Uh-huh.
this rabbit. So I've been back home for a couple of days now. I know it seemed like I just cut the camera and didn't film anything. And I kind of did do that on purpose. So I struggle with when, I bring these cameras with me on these adventures, and I want to film and I want to show everybody, and I want to have the recording so I can relive them, but I also want to live in the moment. That's a really big, important part of it for me, is to not get too carried away with, am I getting the right shot? Do I have enough film? Am I doing this? I want it to be a natural feeling. I want it to be real. I don't want to, especially when I'm bringing other people with me, I don't want them to feel like, oh, he's just trying to get content, and oh, he's just trying to, get views on YouTube. I do this for me. I do this so I can, in 10, 15, 20 years, go back and relive what have been some of my greatest memories. So we stayed at that camp for the entire rest of the day. It was amazing. It was right on a creek. We had an absolute blast. We kind of hiked back to the waterfall and hung out there for a little while, and then we found an old road bed and hiked it, and just kind of explored the area. Really, really great time. This trip has been it will go down as one of the best trips I've ever been on. Not just because of what we did, but because of who I did it with. Scott and Brandon are amazing human beings. They're great, and I'm so glad that I convinced them to suffer along with me, and I'm glad we did it. It was really a lot of fun, and I think we're going to be doing it more here in the future, hopefully. Yeah, so we moseyed around camp and had a good night. Funny story, when we went to go to sleep, everybody laid down for the night. and I had my tent kind of right on a bush, like a big plant looking thing by the creek. And as soon as I laid my head down, some animal came out of the bush, running out of the bush, and hit my tent and scared the crap out of me. And I jumped up and I yelled, I can't remember, I just yelled, and it got them up. And we were running around camp with our flashlights, looking around, looking for this little animal, because I thought someone was about to get me. But couldn't find anything. We did hang our food the entire time we were there because it is bear country, kind of where we were at. We didn't see any bears, and I'm pretty sure it was probably just a raccoon that brushed up against my tent. But when it's the middle of the night and all you got is a piece of fabric that thin separating you, it's kind of scary. But all in all, amazing trip. I'm glad we did it. We're definitely going to do it again. And I definitely learned a lot about myself, but also about those two. And I can't wait to do it again. I think it was a really life-changing experience. So I'm gonna go inside, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.